All right, I just did a who to swap with video for LN Plus, and then I was gonna try to put fees in there as well, but I think it's a different topic, and everyone likes to see like if they're what they should be doing in that specific thing. So it's just going to be on fees. You can go look at the other videos. So if I pick these guys, actually, I think I have to pick somebody. Okay, I'm going to jump in this one. Well, no, it won't tell me the fees until I get there. And then it won't refresh. So one bad thing about this guy, LM Plus, is that when you find a swap, let me go back to mine. So here's a swap that I'm stuck in at the moment. I'm waiting for a swap with the fees that I picked that are too low to go through. So it's just messing me up. I haven't been able to do anything else. So let me open this guy up. It's going to tell you, hey, we recommend 6 Satoshis as for your normal rate. And I would say if you're just getting into it and you want this to get started and then do it, the Satoshi fees aren't that important to you, so don't worry about it too much. Unless you're doing like a 10 million Satoshi channel and the fees are like 39, don't do that. So typically the weekends, the fees drop down, and I'm going to show you what I've been watching. But so these guys, they tell you what to do, and it's great. So I have got, I think it's actually this one. Yeah, so it's this one that I put it too low, and it just is not going through. So that's my fault, and I've sent messages to him saying, hey, sorry, working on it. And so this is something that I don't know how to, that I'm learning how to do right now. Anyway, I would go with their normal recommended rate right there to help these move along quicker. I also wouldn't do it when the fees are super high. And you can check that out by simply going to mempool and let's see, I'm going to refresh this guy. So mempool.space. So this is the blockchain. These are the blocks in the chain, and these are historical and these are coming. So if you look right now, they're and it's roughly about the same. There's about let's see, what are the, so if you look at the top right here, you see the Satoshi, so you can get stuck way out here. So this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, right? And it tells you about, where's the about time? Right there. So they have this about time is about when it's going to come through. So the blockchain goes updates every 10 minutes. And this is why you need the Lightning Network. And so if you pick something that's Satoshi's like way out, like at 2, you're going to be stuck out here about an hour. And so that's what I did on this one. It said, hey, you should pick 6. I said, let me do 2 and see what happens. And it has taken like 5 days and it's still not gone through. And we're at the weekend where it should be the cheapest. So I'm waiting for this guy to go through. So then the question is, how do I force it to go through? Can I go back and pick higher fees? And that's been a problem for me. So anyway, you can go back to your swap here. So this says, hey, I should pick 6. I didn't. And let's say I was waiting. Let's say I hadn't done the work yet. And I'm like, what should I do? Just go to mempool.space and look. And like, okay, if I want to do it right now, it's 21. If I want to wait even 20 minutes, it's just 2. So yeah, I'm going to put in 2 or 3, right? So that way it'll definitely go through. So then the question is, okay, I put in a request or a fee, and then it's just not working. I picked 1, right? Or something so low. And I needed to go through because I was holding up some of my other swaps. So how do I fix that? Well, in this one's for Ride the Lightning. Let me go see a picture I put up here. So in Ride the Lightning, if you go into your transaction, you can say bump fee, and then it's going to give you, like, you need to fill this out. So index for change output. I've been reading up on this, and in the GitHub, it says, hey, I'm going to build this out, and I think I'm making it more confusing than it needs to be. So while they were writing this up a long time ago, they were even saying maybe it's too confusing. And anyway, so it looks like the value needs to be either a 1 or a 0. And I've been trying to read up on why it should be 1 or 0 and what do you do. So it looked like it's supposed to be 1. And then somebody posts below it and says, hey, I tried it with 1, it didn't work. I put in 0 and it immediately went through. So I don't know the answer to you, but I do know that the value is either 1 or 0. So that's more than I knew before. Of course, you pick fee, and then you can bump the fee to whatever you want. You're just going to pick, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And you find that based on what mempool is saying. And then once you do that, you click bump fee, and it should put it through. So I have tried that, and I'm waiting. I put the fee up, and it didn't go through. But this is, I guess, to help those guys that are struggling. This is how the Ride the Lightning lets you bump the fee if you let's see. If you've already done this and you know what those values are, post it below and I'll remake the video and put your notes in there, but or your commentary in there. But anyway, so this is how you would pick a fee and how you would bump it, and then you just have to wait for your blocks to be set in the mempool, and eventually it'll go through. So hopefully that helps you figure out, hey, what fee should I pick and why?